7 o'clock.
7:01.
And we will, I just remind everyone, there's no public here, so this is public, this is being monitored and filmed, videotaped. There are people that watch this sort of thing. That's a reminder to myself not to talk about politics or religion. Thank you for being so proactive and putting all this information together.
You're welcome.
It's really astounding. Very nice. So the first item of business is to approve the minutes. Does anyone have any questions or concerns on the minutes?
The blue here is when anybody who goes back to read the minutes clicks on it, it'll take them straight to the Conservation Commission webpage, and Mark's presentation is on there already. I had Candace post it for us.
Nice.
So, just that's what the blue here is, if that anyone has any questions about that.
I didn't click it, but I saw it.
Okay.
Has everyone got a chance to look at the minutes?
Yep. I did.
I make a motion that we approve the minutes as written.
Second. All in favor?
What was it, yes?
Okay. Rich was in there. Yeah, they seemed to read well and everything was covered nicely. Did you do the minutes?
I did.
Second item is old business. We have no people representing the two pieces of land on Burgess Road. So, I would entertain a motion to continue the hearing until next month.
I'll make that motion for
Both-
both of them.
Both hearings for parcel 3/1, 43 Burgess Road, and 3-43, Lot A and Burgess Road.
I'll second that.
Alright, all in favor? You did reach out to,
I did reach out. He said, he's waiting to hear back from his engineer. So he asked for the continuances to keep, and then he would get back to me when he had some more answers.
yeah, I mean, there could be some pretty complicated questions from DEP or somebody.
Yeah.
Okay, the next order of business is 3C, which is just a review of the site visits. I think I tried to keep everyone in the loop when we did the site visits, and I sent information back. So Brian and I went to 4 Mayo Road to talk to Josh Therian about his preliminary work on a small shed. And we subsequently sent him a notice that he should file an NOI on that one. And he's gonna be talking to his engineer about getting some silt fence put up. I don't know if anything's happened subsequently. We haven't heard anything back from
I
him
have not
as far as
heard
scheduling
anything back from him
the
yet,
hearing,
so.
yeah.
I plan to follow up with him tomorrow. I didn't know if he would pop in tonight. If he didn't, then I'll follow up with him tomorrow.
Well, that's nice. You could ask if he has any questions or.
Yep, any questions or
Whatever.
concerns or anything like that.
It's not a large shed, but still.
It's, what, 30 feet from the stream that's there?
Probably, yeah.
So it's real close.
Very close, yeah. Next one is 20 West Comet Pond Access Road. Tony and I went and looked at that. Edie Morgan's wants to pull her little cabana, change cabana, which is a little building on blocks away from the pond, some 10 feet or so, and why we said it's fine, it's there, it's completely set up. The ground is stable around it, so I told her she really didn't have to do it unless she wants to, cause it's probably be more disruptive to move the thing than just leave it where it is. So, there was a big tree that had fallen down behind it, which uprooted some of the banking, but there's no sign of it anymore, and there's all stone in there, so it's pretty, I walked around the building, it's stable.
Does it sound like she wanted to move it?
She wants to
Okay.
move it, her daughter wasn't in favor, so, I don't know, it's probably, nothing will happen, I would guess. But I'm not sure. Selfridge Road, Brian and I went to Selfridge Road from both ends just to see what was going on, because it was a citizen that suggested there was, wetlands violations, among other problems. So, we walked up from the campground on Flag Road all the way up to the site, and where the Scott is definitely doing some work there. He's got like 1 or 2 acres cleared, I would guess, on the south side of the lot. But he's a long way from, it's pretty high and dry up there, and so I didn't really see any cause for concern. We didn't really see anything. No.
That was from viewing from the old road, you know, we weren't going beyond.
Right, we didn't really go on his property, which is posted.
Yeah.
We went down from the other side, past Tuck's house, and looked around, and, you know.
So it sounds like the only side we'd have concern is the lower side, where.
Yeah, I mean, it drops way down into the swamp, basically.
Okay.
It's very interesting, it's like a big hemlock, scary
any-
place down there.
See any deer?
At the bottom.
See any deer running through there? hiding?
No, I don't, I'm sure there is.
They were probably watching you guys.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think any sun has hit the ground for a long time down there in some of those places. And Richard sent pictures of some of the construction going on, or he's got excavators, got like some pipe over there in a pile, and some whatever, a couple of containers. Lastly, Malone Road, we went with Mark for a walk out to look at what he was planning to do, which is pretty nice, you know. Nice thing for the town, I guess. There was a couple wet spots that we suggested they maybe put a culvert in there, a small culvert. You know, stone would probably do it, but just the water does flow across the path.
Not being a stream or a wetland, it's just surface drainage.
Yeah, cause they're gonna put a bunch of high pack in there anyways.
Yeah.
When they go through.
Right, it's gonna make a little path like this, what is this?
Yeah, about as wide as this table.
Yeah.
Same as what they do at, Mass Audubon.
I see. Alright, new business, site inspection for the tower, this cell tower that's going in behind, the top of the hill behind Alto's farm. It's like the highest point in this, but we should still look at it because of the nature of the business, and a lot of people are watching that project, so we should definitely have a look. I know there is a small pond, man-made pond to the east of that site that was the Alto's grandfather put in or something on the side of the hill. But other than that, I don't know of anything at the top of the hill.
The gentleman from Luke, that sent in the site inspection for the Vertex Tower, he had the question of, the impact survey that he had done, negating the site inspection, so I would you want me to tell him that you still wanna go out and
Oh,
do the
yes,
site
definitely.
inspection?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
perfect.
Yeah,
Well, I did attach the impact survey that's in front of you there, that he had done, as well, just in case you wanted to
just a heads up, Lucas Environmental, I think you'll, be impressed with all the work they do. I have been,
That's good, so they, you worked with them before.
yeah,
What I found very interesting is the last page of their summary, the resource area summary. There's a significant amount of paperwork that comes into play in one of these projects. It's like, it gives me a headache to look at all this stuff. They have to,
That's
you
where
know,
they excel.
determine if it's applicable and so
Yes.
on.
Very detailed.
So I have a question. This is the first time this is coming in front of us? Okay. I just saw the date was from 2022, so I didn't know
Yeah.
if this was something old or if this is.
The planning board,
The planning board
Okay.
requires,
Okay.
the zoning bylaws require an impact survey done with something like this, so I think he just pulled it from his file and thought perhaps, you know,
So it was in front of the planning board already? but
Yeah,
This is
this
the first
was-
time it's coming from, okay.
Yeah.
this was in front of that, and then it went to zoning, and
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
they didn't okay it soon enough, so then it got automatically okayed.
And they did have like a, you know, they floated a balloon up, I believe, for this,
Yeah.
and at the height of it's supposed to be, and everyone was
Supposed
invited
to be another one going up on the other side of town,
Oh, yeah.
Marley's place or something. You hear anything about that one?
No,
Yeah, I heard rumors about that.
on the north end of town. or-
Yeah, around the Gardner line.
Oh. I don't know, do you, any of you remember how high this thing's gonna be?
This thing was pretty tall. I don't remember how tall it was, but it was pretty tall.
I seem to remember 80 meters, but that's just something not, so. Cause then I heard it wasn't far above the height of the trees.
So I do know the one in Rutland, that's 700 feet, but the problem with that is anyone close to it has no use for it, because it shoots over everything. I would assume, being at the top of the town, probably doesn't have to be that high.
Well, yeah, I don't think it was anything like that.
No, I don't think it was, I think it was like 5 or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, I hope,
That
hopefully
even
it's not
sounds
500 feet.
Yeah.
I suppose it depends what, at that height, what else it would be in conflict with.
There's really nothing, you know, it's pretty much the high, one of it be, put it up to like the highest point in the whole town, which is right now on Underwood Road, I understand. It's the highest point at whatever, 1,200 something.
Kurt Leslie's,
What?
Kurt Leslie's,
No,
it's probably the highest point. Right there at the top of the hill, on the wood.
yeah, I don't know, it's
The
there a
very end,
little bit.
you can see all Gardner from his place.
Yeah, it's awesome, I hay over there. It's like a whole different world over there.
Is there a plan set that goes along with this?
Hmm.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
If we're
there
gonna
is,
do a site
and I'm
visit.
sure if, when I get back to him, I can ask him for it, and he'll probably very graciously send it over.
So we could, I don't know, with a date of 2022, I don't know what the schedule is, and if they're gonna wait till spring to start, or this, you know, I don't know. So we should, maybe you could ask what they would like to try to do, or what their schedule looks like.
Mhm.
And that way we know if we didn't wanna start, I'd just soon do something sooner than later.
He was looking for a site inspection pretty, like, as soon as possible.
Yeah, so maybe we could do it next week. Is there anyone available to do that next week?
I could probably go.
I don't, I
If
mean,
it's like later
I don't
in the
mind going
afternoon.
either, but,
If it's later in the afternoon.
yeah. I mean, I don't mind going. Just wanna spread the joy. So. We could probably access from Altos, they're supposed to go right up the road, access road is going from Altos Farm right up behind their barn to the top of the hill, which is, it's not on their land though, it's on, Hubbard's land, Taylor's land, yeah.
Can you get to it behind the church going up that way?
No, I think it's all wet up through that way. That's why they wouldn't
It's a
put the
field.
road up through there.
If you go past the cemetery, you can get into
Yeah.
their field and go across that way.
But it's wet up there.
Yeah.
Is there DCR land around flooding it at all?
Not that I'm aware of.
Cause if there isn't, I might recuse myself, but
What?
recuse myself, not vote on it.
Oh.
I'm just saying if it abuts
Yeah.
DCR,
I couldn't,
and then I wouldn't go to the site visit.
I'm not sure. Cause the Altos are to the south, and then Taylor's, and Altos kinda goes around behind it to the
I
side.
know DCR's got land on the bottom of the hill,
I'm not sure,
but I don't think it abuts that.
I don't know.
Map in there? Thought there was a map in the packet that he sent.
Yeah, but
Like-
Oh, is that for that?
Oh, no, that's Selfridge Road,
Yeah, that's Selfridge.
unfortunately. Okay, if there's not a map, I can, double check on that and send it to you tomorrow to see.
Well, right now, they, you know, if
Oh,
you
wait.
read the Lucas thing, it's talking about how far away.
It says 1,600 feet from Brigham Pond.
And 1,200 feet, surface runoff from the site flows generally east, then south to Brigham Pond. Ware River is 1,600 feet, Brigham Pond is 1,200 feet, and then there's two map potential vernal pools greater than 200 feet east of the proposed easement, which is, could be one of those pond, one of them.
I have the map pulled up if you wanted to take a look at it.
Oh. Aren't you something? You have maps?
I have maps, and I have a touchscreen. So it's right here is the proposed area, and then
So it's a-
DCR land is, so it is pretty far, but I don't know how much Vertex technically owns. So, but it's right behind the DPW and the parish cemetery, so it's right there.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get a,
It's, yeah, they're just, I'm sure they're just leasing land from the Taylors, I guess.
I think
So-
it wasn't very big, the
No.
area.
So if we touch on one
I
of
think it was
those,
like
see if we
100
can
by
see
100 or
Taylor's
something,
Is it?
what they had said it was.
Does that give you ownership?
I'd be
no, that's the Mass Mappers, which they haven't given me access to on my personal laptop yet. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Can you zoom that so we can see the overall shape of the lot?
Let me see.
So you probably have to shrink it, right?
And I have to shrink it. Let's see. No. No, it's just a big old green square right now. But I wanna see if I can go in and get it, a satellite view of it instead of, here we go. Here we go. It's all nice and wooded.
So it's that, that's that far away.
Mhm.
I was just, actually just haying this
Does that help?
a couple weeks ago. I didn't realize this is a clearing area, so I was thinking, so I understood from Peter that was in this lot right here,
Mhm.
but it must
It
be
could
over
be
further.
that,
Yeah.
the pin could be here, but this
Yeah.
could be the site right here,
Yeah.
That's the property.
so.
It could be.
Boop.
So it's
Alright,
Taylor's
so we'll have to get the
property.
map,
Yeah.
Yeah.
once we get the map, we can go out.
Yeah, what I'll do tomorrow is I'll do the Mass Mappers view of it, which will have the DCR, the wetlands, everything on the map. I'll take a big snippet of it and send it to you guys.
Oh, that's something.
So you're just looking to make sure they're not abutters?
Yeah, just, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Alright, well, we can be in touch and see if we can knock something off. It's a nice week this week, weather-wise and everything.
Might get some snow on Sunday. Bring our snow.
I know, we're gonna pay for this. pay for this, we already paid, maybe we paid ahead, cause we
So,
were already.
there's gotta be some spot that's been in a drought for a year now.
It's funny, we were digging, yesterday, we were digging out a couple spots and it was dry. I couldn't believe it, but it was really dry.
Not along the road by your house.
No, it was just, it was in the backyard, we were just
Yeah.
digging out a deep box and I was impressed,
Must be good soil.
must be.
Okay.
Citizens Academy,
Yes, that would be me. So Nate, a part of my other job besides being your gatekeeper is special projects from the town administrator. And one thing that Nate has tasked me with is this, I think we are calling this Citizens Academy. So what it is, basically think of civics class back in the day.
civics class.
Yes, but tailored to the municipality of Hubbardston. So this would teach citizens sign up for an 8-week course, and it would teach them all the different facets of how Hubbardston is run, from finance to the DPW to the police department, the fire department. Everybody's getting a slot to stand and talk about what they do, how our citizens can get involved, they can join boards, and they can join committees, or so our hope is, at the end of it, not only do they understand Hubbardston more, they wanna bring their experience to the table, as well as we'll see an uptick in people coming to the polls, people coming to the town meetings, people voting, that kind of thing. So what we're asking from land use is week 2, so it's gonna be February and March. Week 2 is land use and development, so that is me and anyone who would love to help me give a presentation about what COMCOM does, how it serves the town of Hubbardston, and how we preserve natural assets here in town, because we do have a unique town where it is a lot of wetlands. I mean, I think you walk 2 feet in any direction and you hit water. And how we help shape the town, so when people come to us, we want people to know who we are not until they're coming to us because they need an ON, they need a site inspection or anything like that, or the fact that they need a site inspection before they go ahead and dig for a new shed or a driveway that is right next to the brook on their property or something like that. So it makes us a little bit more accessible to people. So that is the
Well,
Citizens Academy,
it's
and I would
awesome.
love if I had some help putting together a presentation about COMCON and what you guys would really want the townspeople to know who sign up for this, so.
I wonder how the attendance will be in such an endeavor as this.
I don't know, I'm hoping, so they're doing it in Rutland at the same time as us, we're not doing it together, we're doing it simultaneously. I hope for 15 to 30 people, she's hoping for 40 to 60. So,
Wow.
it will all be recorded too, so, if, that way we can post it for
So-
other people.
What do you envision the time duration and so on of this?
So,
It's like 3 8-hour days or
it is,
1 hour?
it's 1 hour for 1 day a week for 8 weeks.
What?
Yes! 1 hour, but that 1 hour is not only just CONCOM, it's also planning board, and then I will talk a little bit about different things. So, you guys have a copy, I think, do you guys have a copy of the Citizens Academy there? So, yes, perfect, so that goes over each individual, the 8 weeks, so how it's split up, like I said, it's public safety.
Okay, so it's not Concom 1 hour a week for 8 weeks?
No.
Okay, good. I was
It's just
gonna say,
once,
what?
just one and done, you're just one and done, and then you're done for
Okay.
the 8 weeks, no, it is one,
All right,
you guys
well,
get one slot in the 8 weeks.
There's a miscommunication there.
Sorry.
Lovely.
No, it is just one, you guys will be week 2.
We want the people to be intrigued, not bored to death.
I understand.
I can certainly help with that.
Perfect.
I see my name's here already.
Yes, well, when it was my first week of work when I got this, so I had, as he's like going through, wrote everyone's name down, so I made sure to touch points with everybody who I was supposed to. It's like a grocery list.
I didn't ask if anyone else wants to do it instead. I just volunteered.
If you guys have pictures of things, that would be great too, to add to the presentation. I don't know if you guys have fun pictures of the wetlands around here. I haven't really gotten to explore yet, so I don't have a lot of pictures of Hubbardston. Just my.
Open space might have some good pictures, right?
Yeah, I'm meeting, that's Thursday. I'm added to their agenda, so I get to do this all again on Thursday.
Wow, you going to their open space meeting?
Yes, they added me to the agenda.
You are something, I tell you.
I will be bebopping between, open space and library trustees too, so I'll be, we're just gonna keep the door open.
Alright, well, we can certainly put together something and have, have some fun.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Alright, next item. Dues.
Yes, you guys got the notice from the Massachusetts Association of Conservation Commissions. They are letting you know that you are going to be getting an invoice for dues. They said expect this invoice in June. It may come sooner, it may come later. And the dues for this year are $215. So when that comes in, would you like me to just pay it?
Yep.
Okay.
Do we each get name plaques that we can take home?
If you do, I will make sure they find the correct home.
Well, if you wanna go up there, then make it a plaque that says conservation on it, with your picture.
I have a plaque that supposedly goes on the wall outside my office that says Conservation Commission. Funny story, it's not on the wall anymore. I think all that got taken down during COVID and then it just never got put back up.
Alright, any other questions or concerns from the commission? Alright. Good. Entertain a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? 7:25.